Welcome back to Hexgridheroes, the
Hello.
iTunes playlist top 100 Starfinder homebrew podcasts.
In Canada.
God, it keeps getting worse.
It's intentional. Last time, the crew of the Bazaar Encounter exited the sewers of Absalom Station, and you all parted ways outside the carnival above, which was a bit of a scene of turmoil. So Lemon chose to stay behind and tend to the injured revelers and victims, and thereby gathered everyone up and did like a really spectacular display of his healing ability, on top of revealing that he has a set of wings. He has wing cybernetics. That'll be fun to play around with. Elsewhere in the station, Akim and Tallie went up to Click Clack Club to meet up with a new client for Akim, our resident pirate radio DJ, while Tallie, the tiefling bodyguard, expertly slammed down shot after shot, standing ready, just ready to throw down if something happens. She's in a bar, it could happen. Meanwhile, dutiful Starfinder field agent Keet wiggled his way up with his drone to the Lore Spire complex and turned in his mission report of the missing Starfinder other field agents, reporting to Venture Captain Arvin. They had a little convo. We'll continue that this episode. But when we left off, Captain Brasha went up to one of the spaceports to meet with the Kerensky Watanabe Corporation with his newest provisional crew member, Sig. Getting up to the ship, it was a nice ship, stood Captain Gustavo of the Keyzor terraforming crew. They all boarded the ship to give the report together and start getting some money flowing to the party, because I haven't given them enough. But upon entering the ship, Brasha was greeted by a surprise guest, a really pissed off elven female with an ugly sword and an even uglier sneer on her face as she says, "Well, hello there, Captain Brockham, real name."
Shooter.
And we're going to start on the ship. Sig, Brasha, Gustavo at one end of this kind of conference room table. On the other, the Verthani female Watanabe sitting next to the Marikoi inventor whiz kid Kerensky. Behind them, stands this elven woman wearing very nice armor, a very nasty looking weapon, and she just greeted you, Brasha. What's your reaction?
Shooter. I think Brasha. Sorry, one sec.
Okay.
I think Brasha. His eyebrows go up just a little bit, and she gives a short bow in recognition and says, "It appears that you have me at a disadvantage, my lady. You seem to know who I am, but I do not know who you are."
You don't know my name, but we have bumped into each other once before. I have watched you move through the corridors of my ship, where you and a bunch of piratey thugs robbed me.
Well, that doesn't sound like something I would do. But years ago, I lived a different life. I suppose anything is possible.
And I see you have one of my pets along with you. Hello, Sig. And standing next to you, Brasha, Sig gripping, like you see, like immediately upon entering this and seeing this elven woman, Sig, immediately their hand went to the holster holding their fully loaded rotating pistol.
I kind of put a hand out in front of him and yes, Sieg has been traveling with me for a short while now. Though I'm not entirely certain I like the way that you are talking.
He's traveling with you. You see, I sent him to kidnap you. It's funny. He's changed masters.
Oh, no. This is more of an employment opportunity, sort of like an internship. You see, when you watch, the other people that you are working with be torn to shreds and melted and thrown into a space drift engine, it's very easy to have a change of heart on who your proper employer should be. And Brasha's just smiling at her. And speaking of employing people, I was under the impression that I would be meeting with you, Miss Watanabe, and am pleasantly surprised to meet who I can assume to be Master Kerensky, yes?
Watanabe looks like she had a bit of a forced smile when you walked in, but once the woman behind her revealed herself, she looks quite terrified. Her eyes shifting to you. She doesn't turn to look back, but she's like trying to see out of the corner of her eye. Um, yes, this delightful lady um, came to our offices on Verses a couple days after you disembarked from Skydock. Said she had business with you. Uh, Old rivals, she said. Uh, she was persuasive about Kerensky and I meeting here at Absalom Station. Um, do you think we could wrap this up so we could conclude our business elsewhere?
Uh, I am more than happy to wrap up any business that I have. I was uh, only coming here to report and receive payments to begin with.
Yes, yes. We've gotten your preliminary reports. She's like her eyes. She's scared for her life. I don't need you to give me a sense motive. You can see that this so Verthani, if I haven't described them in a while, they are very tall, lanky humanoids who hail from Verces. Uh, One of their physical attributes is their eyes aren't like human eyes; they're more like rat eyeballs, like legit like bulbs, black beady bulbs, shift around. Yes, we started to go through your report while we waited for you to arrive here. We are very pleased that Captain Gustavo was here to join us. And Captain Gustavo, I do not understand what I do not understand what is going on. I do not know this person. Captain, I I knew you as Captain Brasha. Captain Brockham, is this a mistaken identity? What is going on?
It's more of a pseudonym.
Ah, I see. You mentioned previous life.
Indeed.
Understood. Well, I have no quarrel with you, madam, but you are in the way of me and my just reward. I would appreciate us wrapping up whatever business you have with the good captain here, so I can conclude my business and go about my day with respect. And the elven woman, Gustavo can't see this because as of Laka, Gustavo is blind. But he's got blind sense hearing, so he is very, very much in the know of what's going on. The elven woman kind of shoves Kerensky and Watanabe aside. Kerensky has been like absorbed in he's wearing a visor over his insectoid kind of like fly eyeballs. He's wearing a bit of a visor, and you see like there's a holographic display going over. It looks like this nerd is still working even while under duress. They just kind of slide in like computer chairs across the room. Elven woman puts a sword on the table. You took something from me, Captain Brockham, real name. I would like it returned, but I don't think that's possible. I know that this wasn't a heist of your choosing. I have hunted down others who have given me crumbs of the full story, of the full. I just tried to work in a pie reference there. That was stupid of me. That all things point to the illustrious, duplicitous King Kearney. Can you enlighten me any further on what transpired, why I was targeted, and how I could get a meeting with the good monarch?
Well, as much as I would love to help you, I don't know all that much about the heist myself. I was told there was a scrapped ship. We went out to salvage what we could. There was some opening fire when we were on the ship, and we grabbed what we could and left.
Yes, scrap ship was my home. You invaded my home. We defended ourselves and our home. Can you confirm for me that it was King Kearney who sent out you marauders?
Well, I personally, first of all, take offense to the term marauder. More inopportune timing. But, here is the deal. I'm more than happy to confirm it was King Kearney. I get the feeling you already knew that, though. I'm not entirely certain why you're interrupting my business for that.
Your excursion to my home interrupted my businesses. My home hasn't been the same. I have been dealing with insubordination, insolence, and outright disloyalty by the people who I rule over. As you can see from SIG, I like to employ a certain contingent of hobgoblins, and I believe some of them are getting a little uppity. The blow you and your travelers inflicted upon me has put me in a sore spot, so I need to rectify this, reassert my dominance, and carry on. I'm not here to inflict any harm on you. I'm not here to torture you like I tortured the others. I'm not here to kill you like I killed the others. I just need from you a confirmation that it was King Kearney and access codes to his Casbah.
Again, I have no issue confirming that it was King Kearney, but I have not dealt with him since that incident either. I do not know why you think I would have access codes, but the Casbah is easily available, especially if you have such a advanced ship.
I need specifically your access codes. If my ship were to dock with that disgusting abomination of a starship, he would immediately know who I am. But if it is the Bazaar Encounter that is docking, doors would be opened, and I could see to the king myself with haste.
Well, here is where your plan runs into a bit of a hitch. If you think that the Bizarre Encounter is able to readily be docked there, you might not receive the warm welcome that you think you will.
What do you mean? He's employed you once. He will employ you again.
You have employed Sig before. Would you accept him back into your uh, traveling band with open arms? Miss. And I still haven't received her name.
Just the mistress will be fine for now. If you get me what I need, if I'm able to get retribution from the dwarf, I would be more than happy to share with you my life story. I could even take you to Sig's homeworld so you can see just how much of a squalor I uplifted him from. In fact, I may not employ him ever again. I am still hoping he does the right thing and comes to my side of this table right now.
Well, calling you the mistress might get a little bit confusing for me, as you would not be the only one. However, I am also very uninterested in your life story. I am simply trying to communicate with someone who apparently has never understood an ounce of what space piracy is, despite apparently living on a starship for, I could assume, your entire matriarchal life. So if you truly want to take a skip and dock at the Casbah with my codes, you may, but you probably won't be shot on sight. But if you're trying to get to an audience with King Gurney, I think you might have a better chance just blowing a hole in the side of the ship.
Okay, now you're being silly. I can't just blow a hole into his ship. That is an attack on a ship in the Armada, an attack on Absalom itself.
Well, I don't know what you think this audience with him is going to be considered. He's not exactly reasonable most of the time.
A political assassination on board is far different than an elven warship firing upon a sovereign vessel in Absalom's orbit.
Well, I just hope for your sake that your blatantly open assassination attempt goes a little bit better than your kidnapping escapades that you have attempted on me.
She kind of grits her teeth at this, and if you're in eye line of Sig, you see that he gets a bit of a shit-eating grin on his face until he remembers that he was the one that bungled that. Yeah. So on Sig's face, he's it's been like playing out over his face, rage, embarrassment. But he mutters, "I'm not going back to her. If we can take her out right here, right now, we could take her codes, find her ship, and free my family."
How loud does he say that?
Very low, just so that you and Gustavo presumably can hear it. He is. I don't want to lower my voice too much. I need it to still be heard, but no, it is very much just directed at you.
Brasha, please start. Brasha kind of just crosses his arms, and smiles at this growingly frustrated elven woman, and says, I am interested to know what it is Kearney has taken from you that you are going to such lengths for.
The good king, in his wisdom, when he sent his subjects came aboard my ship, and when you ransacked my vaults before we were able to repel you back, several key items of worth and sentimental value were absconded with. I'm not going to delve into exactly what each of those are. Suffice it to say, I have lived a long time, and those have long been special to me. If I can't retrieve them from the dwarven monarch's hand, I shall remove his hands and take them in their stead.
So they are important to you for sentimental value and presumably monetary value to him. I would give
Yes,
it even odds that he doesn't even have them anymore. He likes his grim trophies, but I have a feeling that if he was going after something extreme like that, it was to pass along rather than to display in a trophy case in his vaults.
I guess that's outside your purview, Captain. I would just like the access codes, and I will be on my merry way.
Well, you could certainly try to talk to him if you like. But I don't have any interest in helping you out. So I am wondering what I get out of this situation.
3 things you get for this token: your life,
My life
spared.
is my own.
Sig's life, spared.
Okay.
And I won't slaughter everyone on this ship and leave you penniless, creditless. Should have said creditless first.
Leaving me creditless is a lot less of a threat if you are also trying to kill me. Sig's life has about as much value as the credits I am putting into him, which roundabouts comes to maybe 25 credits a week. And I own my own life as it is. Own my own life, eh? Normally I'm a bit more eloquent than that. So I think the main thing that I am getting out of here by helping you is the ire of King Kearney, and the knowledge that I helped some worthless prick get some invaluable trinket that I have no knowledge of or interest in. So his one hand moves down and rests on the hilt of his buzzblade, and the other one just kind of holds like the lapel of one of his jackets, and his eyes narrow at her and says, I would suggest you find another crew to intimidate your way into the Casbah. As I said, I am finished dealing with Kearney. I use his Casbah now and then as a way of offloading inventory, and that is it. And I can find other places to do.
So you have chosen death.
For you, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll for initiative when we come back to your scene. Going to go across Absalom Station now. Scroll through my notes. To the outer arms rather of Absalom Station, inside a very popular bar called the Click Clack Club, called for its clientele being largely insectoid races, construct races. Anyone's welcome here, of course, but like this club is a safe haven from standard kind of bars where the clientele here is just a little bit more bizarre. That wasn't a play on words. But inside this bar, there are people knocking back drinks, playing vid games at tables, watching sports balls and discs and all the things. Um, and in the back area is a series of doors, each of which house a VR booth. Uh, Before we get inside the occupied VR booth, we have a very large, purple skinned, winged tiefling who needs to give me a fortitude save because she has been taking shot after shot.
Wait. I'm pretty sure I already did that.
You
and
did,
I believe
but you
I friggin'
continued
made a
doing
mis-
shots. Are you saying you stopped taking shots?
Yeah, hold on. Let me leave that to dice sheets here. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a. Nah, she took a couple more. She didn't go crazy, but it's gonna do a couple more.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save because the drinks
Sorry
are
about the
flowing.
dice rolls.
Yeah. Akim, so all these drinks are going to be on Akim's tab, so they don't
That's
cost
right.
you a credit. So
Oh,
you,
well. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, like, Tallie had no, really nothing holding her back from treating herself.
That's for damn sure. So my fortitude save is my plus 7, and 14 would be 21.
Okay. Tallie, the cumulative effect of all these shots has you feeling buzzed, and I did a little bit of research. So when we first started playing, the first session of this season was 11/25 of last year. So it almost took us a year to get this season to come to a conclusion. And we discussed what sort of homebrew rules we were using. So you are buzzed, so you are staggered. Mechanically staggered.
Good. Really, a 21 wasn't good enough to.
It's a cumulative, so like I took a couple, like kind of the average, and it's not buzzed is good. Sickened or nauseated is what you would be if you were blackout drunk. Sickened would be just regular drunk. You're just buzzed.
But staggered may take a single move action or standard action, not both.
Okay.
You sure that's what you want to do to me? Okay, that's fine.
Just for now. You're fine for now. Relax.
Well, it's all right. I'm not at the other place, where the actual action's happening.
That's right. You're just in a bar, and bars are notoriously safe places to be to avoid violence.
Sure.
So you're standing out here, and it's been a fair bit. Akim had a meeting in here. Like, it's a VR booth, and this is a homebrew rule that you wouldn't have known, but real life weapons don't work inside VR booths.
Yep.
Hand wavy magic, techie stuff. Real weapons are given like non-lethal, so you can fight with your weapons in VR scenarios. So Akim is as safe as can be. As safe as houses.
I did go to the wrong location. I didn't realize that.
There was no way you could have known. It's all
Nope,
good.
there's no way I could have known.
Yeah. But you're standing there a while.
Yeah. Actually,
you look around.
I might sit down, actually, at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So you clop over to a table.
Yep.
You're immediately served a water and another shot.
I'm not taking it.
Okay. It's a very lively bar at this time of day. It's approaching the evening time, local time, I guess. And walking around, kind of mingling around. You're maybe you're people watching. You
Sure,
see like
yeah.
there's a lot of people around here.
Yep.
A couple more minutes go by. Maybe another shot. Entirely up to you. You tell me when you're cutting yourself off. You won't need to do a check for a little bit, but you're sitting there. You're sitting down, maybe vibing a bit, and hopping up onto a seat across from you is an armored bipedal humanoid. I need to get the picture. You're familiar with gauze claws, right?
No.
Carol?
No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, no, you're good. They're in
Oh my god. Oh, that's really cute.
yeah. They are about 5.5 feet tall. Like an uplifted weasel kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll post pictures on social media about this. Completely furred, not quite an Isoki, not at all a Brennery. Ratchet. That's a good reference, Sean, from Ratchet and Clank fame. So this armored figure, wearing armors and armament, sits across from you. They are holding a drink with a very large citrus slice at the top of it. Hello.
I look at like, can I help you? I can find my voice here.
Perhaps we can help each other. You don't know who I am?
Don't think I know who you are. Do I know who he is?
Give me a culture or a profession bounty hunter check.
I don't think I actually have that because I get so few skill points. I can't put them in things like profession bounty hunter, even though
I thought I gave you like a freebie kind of thing for that.
Oh, if you're gonna do that, all right. So if you do that, then actually, what would that be under?
Profession.
I mean, what's profession?
Wisdom,
wisdom
charisma. It's whatever you want.
Oh, charisma. I thought professions were like intelligence or something.
Yeah, they're intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So it'll be a +1 plus my. Are we doing a rank every level?
Yeah, sure. Why
Is
not?
that kind of a freebie thing?
Yeah.
Maybe I can add it into my skills here.
Sure.
Okay, so we're level 7, so
Mm-hmm.
+8 +3, because I assume you'd be considered class skill.
Yeah.
So that's +2. Geez, profession this +10.
Okay.
And rolled an 11, so that's a 21.
Okay. You know this figure by reputation as being a member of the Hunter Network. This is an elder, kind of like everyone's their own boss in the network. There are people you go to for connections, to get jobs, fixers, and the like. This is a fellow bounty hunter named Thunderpelt. So called because as you're looking at this person, the little tuft in the center of the head kind of has a little crackly thing going on. And looking at this figure, it looks like they got a little bit of planar stuff going on.
Interesting.
21, you know all that, and you know that they are well regarded as having been in the Hunter Network for a fair number of years, and they are well respected and in good standing, such as yourself.
Well, I look at them carefully, a little, just because I'm buzzed, so everything's a little fuzzy. I go, I do know you. So what's up? You have a job for me?
Actually, yes. There's a lot of goings around. I could use it's not so much assistance as I think I got this one licked, but to spice things up, it would be good to collaborate a little. I need to send you that.
Thunderpelt, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I will send you the bounty. An elusive Isoki named of Kirin Mas has been tasked by the network to bring in for justice. From this is so I'll send the picture and then I'll let you react and then I'll tell you where I got all this stuff from.
Oh my god, he's adorable.
Yes. So he pulls up his little communicator comm unit data pad and he kind of flings it to you like I like to do, and you get from it's an encoded message from the Hunter Network. You'll need to use a fingerprint to access, verify. Kind of like it's like a two-factor authentication to open this message, but it's all legit from the Hunter Network. Little symbol shows up, and a wanted poster basically says bounty hunter or bounty alert. Kieran Moss. They are a male Asoki. Physical description: 1.21 meters, 44 kilograms. I wish that American public education treated me better, and I could convert that quicker. But just a small Isoki person. Brown fur and eyes. Target is known for escapist skills. Should not be left unsupervised. Use of all point restraints or mobility restricting methods are strongly encouraged based on the Isoki heritage these things have. They are quite slippery. It says Target Moss is wanted for assassination, political, assassination, murder, smuggling arms, smuggling drugs, and arson. And there's a little note that says, see Carvad Station Massacre file for more information. Target Moss should be considered armed and extremely dangerous, in caps.
Sorry about that.
You good?
I look up. Wait, massacre? Do I know about that massacre?
Roll me a culture check.
Natural 20 for.
Oh, right on.
I guess I do. 28.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me pull up some more info on that to share with you. Okay, I need to zoom way the hell in. Multiple screens are great when you can see. Okay, so Carvad Station, it was obviously a massacre on a space station out in the vast. The cause is still to be determined, but several key people who are suspects of it have been dinged. There are a number of people of interest. Kieran Moss, while the 28, I think you'll be able to recall that Kieran Moss was wanted for questioning, but it happened over a year ago. So the fact that the investigation is still going is peculiar. Usually, this justice is swift, but there's so many moving parts to that case that still it's kind of like I don't want to. I was watching a stream today, and there was like a whole 20-minute bit about they found the Zodiac killer, and it's not quite the level of notoriety as Zodiac killer fame, but
right.
it's like, oh, there's a space station, there was a full-on massacre, just people just butchered.
How many people died in this?
One moment.
Was it an actual massacre?
It was an actual massacre.
Oh, so a lot of people died. So this little monster is a monster.
If he was a part of it, this could be a missing. This could be a case of mistaken identity. He could be completely safe. But he is wanted for that. He is wanted for information on that. He has a past. He has a criminal record. And looking at some more of the details of this bounty alert, some of other people that have been investigated. So to give a little bit of meta background, this isn't, I didn't make this up. This is from the Evil Robot Games third-party creator on Drive-Thru RPG. They do some Starfinder stuff. I'm using their creature, their events to flesh out. There's a couple other bounties that you can take on this. And also the bounty reward will be 8,000 credits.
That's nice.
Yeah. So Thunderpelt has zipped that to you.
I'll look at it for a moment. This guy's a real lowlife, isn't he?
Yes, I've done a little more research. He has all those charges all have merit. I've spent some time. I believe he may be holed up in the Vescarium. I was headed there myself, and I thought, as I was sipping my Oh man, I'm not great with drink names. My beverage. Across the way, I see another hunter, and I thought, why not share in a hunt together? Uh, you help me bring this person in. We could split it, however you see fit. I'm pretty comfortably living, but you're still rising in the ranks, and I think this would be a good opportunity for you to pop in the network.
Sure.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Yes.
When do we get started?
It's going to take me some time to get things organized. I have my own ship. You're more than welcome to fly with me. I don't know if you own a starship yourself, but
Well, I'm sort of contracted with some other people. Now, there's a chance, though, that I will talk to them about this. Where this guy is involved in so many bad things, maybe they'll be more than happy to let me do this.
this is more of a hunter thing. And unless your crew are other fellow hunters, I would appreciate a little discretion where it is just you and I. I don't know them. I don't know their reputation. I'll be in the network has a space dock. You can meet me here, and he flings a set of coordinates to docking bay 118. I need to start writing these down. I get multiple messages of what space dock was that, and I only have so many nerdy numbers I can throw out that 118 docking bay. When you're ready, I intend to leave for the next 3 days. So get your affairs in order, and meet me here. And I'm excited to participate in a hunt with you. This will be good fun, and we'll be bringing to justice real low life, as you say. So yeah, you can continue drinking. Do you continue drinking alcohol?
If I'm really starting to feel it, no.
Okay.
I'm going to.
The effects of that slight failure pass after a while, so you're fine. It's just I can't let you just keep drinking without having some.
Oh.
I'm shooting for you to get super plastered. So if you want to stop after being staggered, buzzed, you can, or you can continue drinking.
Nah, she's fairly smart today.
Okay.
She'll go to non-alcoholic stuff.
Okay, so I'll leave you two to he'll
Maybe
order
bar food. Get some
Sure.
Get some food. Add that to the tab.
Yeah, absolutely. So sure, order some apps, and
That's right.
we will shift scenes, not very far away at all, through the doors of the VR booth, into a very sunny, brightly lit. Sean, you with us?
I think so.
Cool, awesome. So I just want to make sure. So we will zoom behind Tallie into the VR booth, bright, sunny jungle setting, all VR, holographic, holodeck situation. Standing on one side of this pond is Akim. On the other, a three-legged, manipulator, tentacled monster, quote-unquote monster, known as an Odiug, are in telepathic conversation. Sorry, just gotta scroll. So when you met last time, they revealed themselves to be the crap. One sec.
Little greasy.
Yeah, greasy. I was looking for the kind of music they did.
Mumble rap.
There we go. Yes. The mumble rap artist known as Big Greasy. They filled you in that. Growl rapper with a voice texture of wet concrete and the lyrical eloquence of a very lewd and brusque master poet. Those words are by Sean.
I forgot that shit.
I love it. No, that's good. So this fellow icon came to you to talk about working out a deal, and we'll just jump into it with her saying, "Oh fuck! What do you? Anyone remember what stupid voice I did for her?"
It was like this.
Oh fuck! Of course it was. I only have 3 voices.
God,
So as
yeah.
I said, I am looking to split from my current manager. They're just not doing it for me. So how about we collaborate on a joint venture ourselves?
I think we can work something out.
Yes. Um, on top of your musical ability, you are known for your subversive programming.
Mm.
My previous manager, uh, I'm reading the description. It just cracks me up so much. It's so well done. Um, it's so fun. My previous manager has hoarded my next latest album. Uh, if we could perhaps obtain the record, I could move on knowing that they won't be able to profit from my artistry for very much longer without my permission.
I can definitely give that a shot. And I can tell you that even if the worst of that comes to pass, at the very least, they won't be able to use it against you. But you might not make a ton of money off of it if things do go south.
I have faith in you. Your name has been rising as of late, on top of everything, your reputation, your current um, dealings with the Triaxians has made me think you're not afraid to take a chance on the right thing. So, yes, we shall work together. I have some information we can go over. I have some contacts about where we can start finding where they've hidden my records. My manager was a paranoid individual who was very thorough in their hiding.
Alright. Well, I'm pretty good at getting into places where I don't belong, so let's get that information.
Excellent. I will have to collect myself. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. You were a little later than I anticipated. Of course, a person such as you must be very busy. I completely understand.
There were some unexpected issues in the underside.
Yes, I must say, you look a little worse for wear, if I'm to be honest. And so, just as a refresher, you were brought down to 0 HP
Yeah.
down in the sewers. We dealt with dying rules. You were hit pretty hard by at least 2 AoEs that I remember, right? The first one and then the last one?
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like, you may be healed up. She can't see beneath your helmet to see how shriveled you are right now, but your armor took a thrashing. Like, it's not like dangling, but like you don't take that amount. You don't take that amounts of damage without.
Oh well, my armor is whatever, however fucked up the person that was wearing it was.
Yes. Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Because you
probably
took
even
the
worse.
upgrade. Yeah. You look rough. So I will give you a few hours to collect yourselves. Perhaps by the weekend we could ship out together. I understand you have a unique vessel of your own. I've seen in the vid feeds.
Yeah, I try to keep it off camera, but that's near impossible, you know.
Of course, yes. Discretion is key. I will say that this. So real quick for my more hit people in the group, I'm dancing around using terms like LP and EP. I know those are music terms. What the fuck are they?
Isn't an LP a record?
Yeah. Like I'm trying not to say record. Like
I
can
don't
Long
know.
anyone?
play and extended play.
Oh, that's what it means.
Are you shitting me? Is that what they stand for?
Yes. So a long play in music means a full-length album. and EP means extended play and is a half-length album.
Okay.
And I think the next size below that is a single.
No, it's definitely not a single. She's got bars, as it were. Okay. I will say, discretion is key, but these are my intellectual property. I may be bending the rules of our agreement with my previous manager, but at the end of the day, the the art that I put up is mine. They are holding it as a sort of ransom, hoping I will acquiesce to their and like this. So this Odiag, for those familiar, like this is kind of a gruesome, freaky looking creature. A mouth in the middle of the head. I kind of think that anyone ever play Commander Keen games? Listeners can't chime in, but like if anyone played those, like the aliens and that kind of gave me Odiag vibes when I looked at them. But
I've come across Zodiacs in Pathfinder before.
Yeah. Pathfinder has them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yes. That I will definitely be sharing that art on social media. So these creatures have like just not quite as big as that one, but this one's it's about medium size. They aren't a very expansive, but they are, I think, category large anyway. But they aren't quite as monstrously sized anyway. So this creature, like has a shiver go across their very alien body. They want me to make amends with Castrovel, and I don't see that I did anything wrong. I refuse to bow down to the court of public opinion. I just saw that last picture. Wow. Odiags have been around a while. But it is my art. We will retrieve it, and we can set forth together on our shared musical venture. Do you have a label? Have you considered creating one?
A label? No.
Record label.
But I
Is that the term?
go over pirate radio.
Yes, of course. But like, you must want credits. Do you get many credits being a pirate radio DJ? Don't you want even a smidgen of legitimacy in order to gain funding for your other ventures? And she's like looking you up and down.
I don't need credits for doing stuff like this.
I see. So it's the thrill of doing it opposed to
It's
those.
what's right.
Yes. And you see like a shift, and she's kind of pouncing on that note. Yes, it is right. They are holding me captive. They are keeping me in a box. They are enslaving my creative juices. Yes, of course.
Sorry.
No.
Slaving my creative juices. Mm-hmm. She's not a drama mama, is she? Not at all.
No, she is a very grounded icon. So, I will ask that you leave first. I'll be spending some time here, languishing here in this beautiful setting that is oh so much like my home world. You will have my contact information, and it telepathically buzzes in your helmet that it buzzes that you have a notification. You have contact information for 3 Duke of Garbage Town, aka Big Greasy.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon then.
Yes,
I've got to go pick up a copy of my Last Resort, and I'll get with you soon.
Did Papa Roach release a new single? I don't know if that was intentional. I'm just surprised I knew a song. Okay, so she leaps from this. She was kind of standing on a rocky outcropping above this pond, and she leaps and splashes cannonballs into this pond, and you can exit. And Frog, to your point, Sean hasn't been using the voice because this is telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's telepathic, not speaking.
Yep. So okay, so you can exit there. There is a Tallie sitting at the bar, sitting at a table across from uh, Gauze-Claw, little not hamster, but a furred alien being. They've hopped
wombat.
down from a chair and they're walking away. So I'm going to leave this scene to zoom over. I want to make sure I touch with everyone.
Gus claws remind me of ferrets.
Yeah, a
It's
lot
kind
more
of like a
ferret.
ferret, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we leave behind the Clack Club, the club music, the cheering, the booze, and we're gonna go back to the scene of the crime, back to the carnival, the remnants of the carnival. Not I almost said massacre. Wasn't a massacre, but Lemon, you have we're a few minutes away from or past where we left you, where you assembled all the wounded from the attack, and you did a super mega heal ultimate ability situation, wings out, glowing the whole thing, and you were recorded doing it. So gonna turn the clock a little bit. You've extricated yourself from that situation. You've done as much healing as you can. If you want to mark off spell slots, you can. I'm not going to hold you to anything. Like this is very much downtime flavor stuff. But we're a few minutes away from that. You're away from the throng. So what would you do after dealing with all of that? Where would Lemon go?
Um, depending on if there were many more injured or how the situation was. If the situation's still fairly chaotic or unstable, Lemon would have assisted in any way he can. Though he is starting to feel a little tired himself. He's now down to 2 resolve points at this point.
Ooh boy.
Yep, getting low. The sun's getting low.
Said the
Um,
Serenite.
yeah. But if things were stable and everything seemed well in hand, I'm assuming that wouldn't take very long since Absalon Station is a very technological station, and even if this is one of the worst sections of Absalon, such a high-profile event would probably get attention enough to send whatever emergency rescue teams here in a pretty fast order, I'd guess.
Absolutely, yeah. The tent that you were in and you did your thing was very much like a emergency triage pop tent sort of thing. That like an area like that would have, like very much akin to a medical or a fire extinguisher and a first aid kit, because it has to help so many people. So yeah, by this point, you have seen speeders and hover vehicles zoom to that area to provide more thorough care. But yeah.
So because maybe the player's just forgetting or whatnot, but he would probably be asking exactly what happened up here because he was obviously down in the sewers at the time when this all happened, because he went down and everything seemed honky-dory, and then when he came back up, it seemed like a scene from a vid flick that he's seen on the infosphere.
Yeah, so you're walking around and there are people milling around. Like you're far enough away that like people aren't rubbernecking. They're not like lining, watching to see if bodies come out. Like this is a standard kind of a casual area, and you can walk around. Maybe is so. Let me ask this: like, is Lemon an outgoing enough guy where he would like flag a person and like, "Hello, I'd like to talk to you about first of all our Lord and Savior Serenray, but also."
Well, in this case, he'd probably just speak with one of the emergency workers.
Okay.
That's in the tent, since hopefully he has alleviated their immediate dilemma.
Gotcha. Right on. So yeah, you're able to get someone. They heartily thank you, and they're kind of like still like looking at you with a little bit of awe. This is a large-sized crystalline floating slug alien. comes up to you, and I think they're telepathic.
They see things through metal, as long as
Yeah.
they're touching it.
Yeah, see things. Yeah, limited telepathy. Okay. So in your head, you hear this voice. Thank you once again for your assistance.
At a game, great. The player chose the person that's going to talk really slowly. In game, Lemon telepathically replies, "You are very welcome. There is no need to thank me. I am simply doing what I feel needs to be done.
Yes.
But could you tell me, please, how did this happen?"
Preliminary scans and bystander statements have said that several different local gangs got into a tussle at one of the carnival games.
Lemon seems a little surprised by this as he looks around and says, "You're telling me a turf infraction set all this off?"
It appears so. The different groups, it's always a bit of a powder keg when gatherings like this occur. There have been rumblings about the strong Absalom movement. You are familiar, yes?
Yes, I have heard of it, though I have not encountered it before
Yes.
today.
A xenophobic group who believe that Absalom is for Old Galarian races only. And while we can't rule out they instigated things, many of the wounded bore the wounds characterized by the various turf local gangs who seem to be active at the time. Most notably, the Downside Kings have had. We have logged several Downside Kings tattoos marked on some of the victims. So they are participants. Whether they were the victors or not is to be seen. But when the lower parts of the station meet with the upper parts, tempers can flare.
This
And
seems a bit excessive for tempers flaring.
Agreed. It is most distressing.
This is most senseless and unneeded. But I am glad that everyone here is okay. Were there any fatalities?
You see, they like a little data pad like floats up telekinetically, and they're just scrolling and scrolling. Fortunately, everyone was treated in a timely manner to which there were no fatalities. Massive amounts of blood loss, of course, but zero fatalities in this incident.
Oh, thanks, Saren Ray.
Thank you. Not thank, but thank you for. Yes.
Do not worry. I was simply here at the right time. I'm thankful that Saren Ray allowed me to be here even after the incident I was just involved in. This is most disturbing indeed. But if everything is in hand, I will let you all to it. I do not want to cause more disruption to the flow of your care to these people. I should get back to the temple and let them know what has happened so they can offer aid if need be to these individuals if anything is required for them.
Yes, very well. Good luck in your travels, and I hope you can bring Serenade's light to more people in the future. And so this is like a snail, like a very large floating silver metally looking snail. It just kind of floats away.
Cool.
With that, Lemon will head to wherever the local transportation system is and see which ones are actually up and running currently.
Uh,
Even if that means he has to walk a little further to the next stop.
yeah. You can, if you want, you can flag. You have a data pad. I feel like though Lemon has historically not had great computer skills at all, and DJ, you play into that quite well.
I have the ability to now help myself with computer skills.
Yeah.
I can summon a spirit to assist me, but I do not feel that this is required. This is not
Okay.
a necessary, needed. I'm assuming Absalon has public transportation in the form of either
Absolutely.
subways or whatnot,
Yeah.
and Lemon will simply use that.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you do got to walk a little bit. And it.
I
You know.
will cast token spell on myself to get myself as cleaned up as possible,
Oh
since
sure.
I'm sure he looks quite horrible. He will make sure his wings get tucked back away. They are often a draw, and they are organic. They are not technically cyber.
If you need them to be something different than the books and the websites say, it can be whatever you want.
No, well, they're listed under augments.
Jealous of you right now. They're actually useful.
Biotech, so they can be
They literally
biological wings. You
just look like straight up, and probably even every once in a while.
They go and retract back into your shoulder blade. Busy subway scene kind of thing situation. Like, the entire station didn't stop because a couple gangs had a little bit of a shootout. But definitely, part of the gossip buzz as you're mingling with the public definitely brings up the action that happened. But
Lemon will ponder the incident and the incident below. I forget. Do we have direct evidence that that the kidnappings were linked to?
We talked about Strong Absalom being a xenophobic group that caters to people, races, species that grew up and are native to Galarian, and is a little xenophobic to all the others. And they believe that the Starstone shouldn't be allowed to be used by everyone. They think it should be a Galarian base only. And you were able to cross-reference. We did do this in the episode, actually, because you cross-reference the data of the kidnapped people, and none of them were Galarian native species, actually.
Yep.
You guys, one of you did a good enough, some sort of investigation check on that to deduce that.
Lemon will simply ponder upon the nature of such misguided individuals, he will say, and also think about other groups that he has had past dealing with that are similar in nature.
Okay.
And simply lose himself in thought to that while he's writing.
Okay. So that's where I'm going to leave you pondering little montage cut scene cinematic of Lemon in a tram rolling around, not rolling around, but hovering through Absalom Station until you get to the church. Cool. And then going to zip away from that scene back towards the core of Absalom Station, back in the Lore Spire complex, the headquarters of the Starfinder Society, where in one of the offices, a little Spartan but full of tech gizmos used for society business, a Lashunta male sits behind a desk, green hair slicked back, a lot more calm than they were 20 minutes ago when a young Brennery male and their robot drone shambled in to drop some delightful news. So, Keet, you're in the office. You detailed your success in finding the missing Starfinder agents. Arvid was very pleased. You and Jack were just kind of like left you like, as far as like where the scenes were last episode, we kind of left you like you turned in the thing and not much happened there. But gonna round out the episode. We got plenty of time to talk about what Keat's up to now that Arvin has thanked you profusely for your services to the Starfinder Society.
Yeah, I forget the exact thing that I said last because I remember my computer or my Discord conked out.
Mhm.
But I think, if I remember right, I wanted Keet to say this. He looks down, collects himself, looks back up, and says, "Oh," kind of just stands there awkwardly in the room at first until he finally does speak up and say, "Venture captain."
Yes, Keet, of course. Sorry, lost in thought. I was distracted by the news, and I was sent out some messages. What else can I do for you?
Um, and he kind of like crow's feet his toes and starts like patting back and forth until he says, I think I'm going to be leaving the station."
Oh, immediately. What do you have in mind?
Just, you ever have that feeling like you're in one place, but you should really be somewhere else because you feel like you're you're needed somewhere else? You know what I mean?
At that, Arvin like sits back in his chair, and like it's a reclining chair because of course sci-fi has nice comfy chairs. Do I ever, Keet? As you know, as a venture captain of the Starfinder Society, I'm tasked with leading you all field agents into missions, mission briefings, giving you jobs. Um, Feeling a bit of weakness right now, I'll confide in you. The missing Starfinder agents, not the ones you brought home. The missing ones from the Skyward Stars incident. I was supposed to be with them, but I knew my place was here. But often, such as now, when my walls are down a bit more than normal, I admit to ponder if I shouldn't have gone with them. If my being there wouldn't have been the linchpin in their successful return. So, yes, I understand this feeling. Where will you go?
With my friends.
And he holds up the data pad info. This Venture Lieutenant Brockham, real name, Field Agents Tallie, Lemon, and Squints. Akim, Razor. These are your friends?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're not bound to only do Starfinder Society missions. You have your own lives, of course. In the coming weeks, the Society will have need of as many agents as possible. We have big things in the works, but if you wish to spend some time away from the Society, forging your own trail, you go, of course, with the complete confidence and trust in the Society that you will uphold our tenets even if you aren't acting on our behalf.
Well, and I kind of like bow slightly and I say, also, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find the missing Starfinders here. I'm not that naive to know that I wasn't your first pick, but I'm glad I could help.
In full transparency, Keet, there were others I could have called. Your eagerness to prove and the built-in backup in your drone companion there had me feel like you had as much of a fighting chance as any. I don't send out Starfinder agents willy-nilly. I put careful consideration into all my missions, as you know. But looking back, perhaps I should have given you backup from the moment I sent you out. I'm very grateful you were able to rely on your friends to achieve these goals. Anyway.
Yeah. With that, I know they weren't hired on to help, but I did bring them in. Is there anything that you could do for them?
For the fellow Starfinders, I can give the rewards, but this Akim Razor, he is not in the society, is he not? I don't recognize the name. I don't recognize the Venture Lieutenant's name, to be perfectly honest with you, but...
I can take care of them if you can just help Tallie and Lemon.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to provide payment, and he like shuffles in his desk, and he pulls out 3 cred sticks. You saved several lives, and you can't put a price tag on that, but we can put a price tag on ammunition spent, damage caused to armor. I hope this goes some way towards those ends. And 3 cred sticks with 2,000 credits each.
Okay.
This is a bit more than I typically give on missions, but as you weren't in a exploration mission, you were in a search and rescue. Life was very much on the line, and judging by the state of your Starfinder uniform, you at least need a good wash.
Thank you. And he'll grab it from the desk, which I'm assuming he placed it on the desk.
Yeah, he just tossed them and
And-
it's kind of slid across the table at you. Yep.
Yeah, and he'll hand them to Jack and say, "Is there anything else that you need from me?"
Not at all. Just know my door is almost always open to you if you need to have a conversation about your place in the universe.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And he'll grab his tablet too, hand that to Jack as well, and start walking out.
Okay.
Opens the door, or at least puts his hand on the doorknob, stops, and says, "Venture Captain, can I say something else to you? From your openness?
Of course.
You put a lot of consideration in the job that I did because you believed in me and knew that it was going to be done right. I know you were worried about your friends that you lost, the missing Starfinders out there, but maybe you made the right call in being here too, because you were needed here." And he'll walk out.
Okay. Door whoosh is open. Door whoosh is closed. Next time on Hexgrid Heroes.
Hooray!
Same
bet
hex time. Same hex
Same
channel.
channel.
Hexgrid Heroes.
Expat Heroes.
Yep.
Five unlikely friends, brought together to do a simple job. But when things go wrong, they'll have to find a way to escape the Ring Planet.